Okay, so in this video we are introducing rationalising the denominator. So put a little reminder over here that a surd is irrational. So the fact that we've got this surd at the bottom of the fraction, so a surd in the denominator, that means they are all irrational. So we want to get rid of that square root sign. So we're going to use two things to help us out with that. I'm just going to quickly change colours. So the first thing we're going to use to help us out with that is that we know that whenever we multiply something by 1, that thing always stays the exact same. No matter what it is always going to remain the same. So we're going to use this to help us with sorting out these fractions, because we can't change the value of the fraction at all. The fraction value must stay the same. The other thing we're going to use to help us is, so the only way to make it stay the same is if we multiply it by 1. But we can present 1 in a number of different ways. So if we had 3 over 3, what that means is 3 divided by 3, which is just 1. And same with 5 over 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And it works for our surds as well. So we're going to use these two ideas down here at the bottom to help us with rationalising these denominators. So I'm just going to get rid of them quickly. And let's look at this first one. So I've got 4 over root 7. Now, if we remember, when we multiply surd by itself, it gets rid of that that root sign. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to multiply it by that root 7. And so we have to also multiply that top there by root 7. So then 4 times root 7, that's just going to be 4 root 7 over root 7 times root 7, that's just going to be 7. So I do the same here. Going to multiply the top and the bottom by that root 10. And so 3 times root 10, that's just going to be 3 root 10. And what will generally happen at the top is, if it is just like a normal number, not under a surd, it's just going to be stuck in front of that surd sign. Okay, next one. Going to multiply that by root 10 over root 10 again. So I'm going to have 6 root 10 over 10. But if we look, because 6 and 10 are even, we can simplify them, so I'm going to divide them both by 2. And so I'm now going to have 3 root 10 over 5. And make sure when you do this simplification, you don't divide this number here. This is not relevant to it. I only worry about the numbers that are outside when it comes to this sort of simplification. Later on, I will be doing examples where we have to simplify the surd as well, but we're not going to worry about that today. And last one, multiplying top and bottom by root 3. So it's going to be 9 root 3 over 3. And I can see here I've got 9 and 3. Those can both be divided by 3. And so I've now got 3 root 3 over 1. But remember, fraction's just division, so 3 root 3 divided by 1, that is just going to be 3 root 3. Make sure you do change this to this answer here. Okay, just a little more complex questions. I've got 1 over 4 root 6. Now, you can multiply by root 4 by 4 root 6 and 4 root 6. But that's a lot more work. We don't need to do everything. So what is better is to just multiply by the surd. So I'm going to have root 6 on the top over 4, and then I'm going to put times. So I'm sort of like not going to worry about this form, just going to write it off separately there. And then root 6 times root 6 is just 6. So I'm now going to have root 6 over 24. So again, the only thing which I'm multiplying by that root 6 really at the bottom is that root 6 in order to get rid of it. Okay, so next one we're going to multiply top and bottom by root 5. So on the top there I'm going to have 3 root 5 over 2 times, then root 5 times root 5 is just 5. So I'm going to 3 root 5 over 10. And then last one, multiplying the top and the bottom by root 2. So now I'm going to have 8 root 2 over 9 times root 2 times root 2 is just going to be 2. Now, at this point here, I could multiply the 9 and the 2 together, but 8 and 2 are even numbers, so I can actually do a bit of my simplification now. So I'm going to divide them both by 2. And given that I'm doing 2 divided by 2, that is just going to happily cancel out there. So now I'm going to have 4 root 2 over 9. Any issues, let me know, and good luck with the work.